kind of crazy. Yes, wildfires will continue as long as we got people out there not, fighting back. Arrest the arsonists. What are they doing out there trying to ignite fires? They're all mental cases. They're not humanly. They don't have any type of. They're not even human, maybe, because they have no compassion. They're just doing as they're told. They're absolute NPCs. They're soulless NPCs. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying right now. Everything out there that we have been told has been a lie. A big, huge lie. So why would you invest or put your money into a bank that is your enemy? Why would you, there's so many things that go on in this world. I mean, when you can go, that your country's failing you, such as the United States and Canada right now, when it's cheaper to fly to Japan, and go on a Disney tour in Japan, rather than go to Florida and go to Disneyland there. It's cheaper to fly to Japan and do your Disney trip and spend some time in Japan than it is to go to Orlando. I'm serious. They've already done tests on it. Right? It's unbearable. The price of things in Canada is unbearable right now, and I don't know how people are doing it. We're all in this together, and we all have to do our part. Like I says, even if it's just coming on and throwing our ideas out there, or any information that you get. This is a hub center of information that we need to keep alive, and then hopefully attract the people that have been trying to halfway wake up, right? If they haven't woken up to that, or maybe they just don't care, who knows? So I mean, this is very, very important to everybody, right? And I just see a lot of this, willful blindness. They have a strong, very truthful, high conscious community here, and that's exactly what they don't want, because we're throwing, bouncing ideas off each other. And, we're all singing, like, that's why we're soul family. We have more in common with each other than we do our own families. Right? I have a young family, like I said, 2 boys that are in the Philippines right now. And, they need me down there so I can, keep them organized. Yeah. There's an emergency storm alert just popped up on my phone. Okay. We are in a final stages of this cabal takedown. I know. It's already been taken down, but the military right now is doing things and laying, basically exposing, doing their expose, bringing all this to the surface, bringing all the ugly fat to the surface, so everybody can see and wake up, according to their, to their disposition. Well, that's what the cabal's trying to do, but, the offshore wind turbines, there's nothing, there's no clean energy about those wind turbines, nothing. I know as a structural engineer, I know what it costs to build those things. And I know how much oil they take just to maintain. The amount of time and effort and energy it takes to maintain those things, you haven't offset the what do you call it, climate footprint one bit. You've actually added to the footprint. They have basically turned men into women and women into men. I mean, what is it with the new generation of women out there? I'm going to say something right now. It's going to probably blow a lot of people out of the water. But, really what has happened to the women of nowadays. It used to be, a hidden secret. If you were a whore, that was very, very it was almost like a spy adventure. But they're out there on all these online dating site, and they're showing their butts and boobs off, and it's just like they're all tattooed up, and I'm going, we have lost a whole generation of women out there that have lost their dignity, completely lost their dignity. And there is no, and the guys say, they're for pleasure use only. At least, back in the day, it used to be some kind of, it was kind of an adventure thing to see who that person was. And they kept, whatever they did, in their hanky-panky times was, kept very, very secret to them. There was kind of a kind of an unwritten rule that they shouldn't be talking about stuff like that. But now it's just like it's out in front in everybody's face, and the guys don't care anymore. They know that, oh, that one, there's so many of them that say, I'm not going to take that one home for mom. And that's what the young guys are facing now. I mean, it's the dignity and the dignity has gone, and you're seeing this huge separation between men and women now, and that's why men are fleeing. They don't know what to do, and you're seeing this on all these talk shows. I mean, it's up close and in your face. It's really it's very, very concerning how Western society is crumbling. We don't have any there's no honor anymore. It's basically Western society has lost its way. We have taken God out of our schools. Yes, the world has lost any. There's a lot of any level of sensibility. Exactly. They're not connection to love, sexuality, and intimacy used to be a sacred union. Exactly, Martine. And now it's just like, who cares? We have HIV, we have STDs. Everything is out there. We have porn out there at record levels. It's like, oh my God! It's like it's turning into Sodom and Gomorrah, the whole world. Is this the beginning of the end of this of the big crash? This is Christianity being totally attacked. I mean, I listen. I understand. Tattoos are another thing. I mean, I everybody goes through that gig, but these beautiful women are got themselves all bunch of ink all over them, and they've taken a beautiful body, even the face, tattooed up, and they have absolutely destroyed it. Absolutely destroyed it with ink and piercings, and they think it's well, I did it for me. Really? Well, then you're going to be enjoying it by yourself, because there's not a man out there that unless he's just using it for pleasure, pleasure purposes. I just thought I'd get that out there, because I'm not seeing that in Western Europe or in Eastern Europe. I'm not seeing it in obviously in Africa. I'm not seeing it in not too much in the South Americas, but in Canada and the United States, it's absolutely rampant. I'm not seeing it in Asia. I mean, there is some Western stuff going on there. Yeah. Well, exactly. Prostitution is on the rise, because women are okay with it, right? And men are okay with it too, but that is spreading disease like at an epidemic level. Yeah, yeah. Not to mention what do you call it, the what do you call them, dating apps and stuff like this. the amount and level of cheating between, people are at record levels. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, like it says, I mean, we don't know where it's all, prescribed from and whatever, but this is, I mean, you can see the level of blasphemy that is going on in the world with the trafficking of women, it goes on and on.